All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday here. And my name is Lucie McGuire with Aero Title Services, and we host this Market Update Monday every Monday at 2 p.m. to bring you guys the most recent and exciting information in real estate from these amazing local professionals. There's just so much information out there in the real estate industry, and a lot of people just aren't aware of how crazy the market actually is right now. So we come on here every week. We have these amazing professionals who share with you what's going on in the market, give you updates, tell you some numbers, and just give you some good cold information, or not cold, it's actually very warm, information about what's going on. So it's always a fun time. We break it up into 3 parts. The first part of this call is always the realtors. We have a big discussion about what's going on in the market, how things are going. They give their expert opinions on how things are going right now. And then the second portion is to get to share a current listing that they have, which is always really cool to see what's actually on the market right now. And usually not for long, because our market is crazy right now, which you'll hear about soon. And then the third portion is any announcements, upcoming things, open houses. So there's always some good information there too. So make sure you guys stay to the end and listen to these awesome people that come on every week and share this information with you. Take time out of their day. And you guys can always reach any of these people on if you go into the description of this video, you'll be able to click and see their Facebook profile and get all their information. And you can always watch the replays of these videos on our YouTube channel, Aero Title Services. Enough about that. Let's get into the nitty-gritty details. We're going to go into talking about the market. And Stacy, what do you have to share with us today about the market?
Well, there's so many exciting things happening in the market right now. From the new construction point of view, new construction sales are up. I don't know what percent, but it's a pretty big percentage. We are building like crazy. There's lots of other builders that are just building like crazy, and we can't find a lot really for less than 50,000 right now. So if anyone has any lots, give me a call. We will try to work a deal with you. But in general real estate, the market is so super hot too. It's multiple offer situation with almost every property. It's a great time to be here in South Florida. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Now, new construction, especially in Port St. Lucie, is on fire for sure. And there's a lot to build out there too, especially with tradition. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's really cool. Thanks, Stacy, for that. What about you, Megan? What's in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, I would say, the market is still booming. There's, a lot of people from South Florida, from, Miami and Broward County that are moving up here and bringing their property values. So we're seeing that trend in addition to, our regular snowbirds. I always pull numbers from Port St. Lucie, and right now there's only 553 single family homes on the market in Port St. Lucie. And then over the weekend, just talking about multiple offers and how quickly things are going, 65 went under contract over the weekend, and then 31 closed on between Friday and today. So the market is moving fast. I do think maybe with some of the 55 and older communities, we may not have the snowbirds down here yet. So, and they may be waiting for, the election. So I'm not sure how November's, October kind of going into the election is going to be. Maybe slow down a little bit and then pick back up by the end of the year, but we'll see. But it's a good time to be in the real estate market.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's a great insight on that. And thanks for sharing those numbers. I always love hearing numbers.
Yeah, I like numbers. Yeah.
What about you, Katie? What's going on in Palm City?
Hey, yeah. So fantastic, Megan. Thanks so much for bringing up the numbers, right? So the numbers too are only as good as the input. So if agents have not been updating their MLS status from active to under contract, there's going to be some disparity there. So looking at SunStats, kind of looking at the statistics from August. We don't have September yet, of course, because we're only a couple days into October. In August, I'm sure that you went over this in detail when the stats came out. But to emphasize that the inventory is low, we use the absorption rate. So for Port St. Lucie, like Megan was talking about, 2.1 months of supply, and this was in August, so the information lags a little bit, but it's good information because it is recorded sales. Then Stewart, 2.2 months of supply, and Palm City, 2.8 months of supply. And what that means is Typically in a balanced market, you will see, where the buyer and seller, we have ready, willing, and able buyers and ready, willing, and able sellers in a, competitive market, interest rate market. We would see 6 months of inventory, a steady flow in, steady flow out, movement, and an equal playing field. We are not there. It is certainly a seller's market, as many times as we say it. Some people don't actually get the whole picture. So I just wanted to clarify on that. And as far as land too, yes. Oh my gosh. So Stacy, you were talking about you're paying, $50,000 a lot. I'm working with a home builder as well, who we were paying $32,000. We were negotiating sales for $32,000 to $36,000 just in February, March. And now they're paying the prices that are up over 50,000 at 50 and just over 50,000. So anyone who has a piece of land out there that's usable, contact your local real estate professional so that we can help you get a good evaluation of that property and get it onto the market and sold. Any of these listing agents can get it done for you. They've got the contacts.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I mean, things aren't staying on the market long. Like as Katie said, it's insane. And I'm glad that you broke that down with the months of supply and explained the 6-month thing, because people really just don't get how insanely busy it is right now. And Florida was already a very hot spot, and it's just hotter. Oh, that's summer. What about you, Joe? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Thanks for everything, Lucy. Thanks for keeping it light. My name is Joe Capra. I'm with eXp Realty. Very glad to be here, and love hearing all the numbers and the stats. So with that covered, I'll just share a quick story. So I have a listing that went under contract really quick. It's in Hope Sound, and it was done virtually. So they put in an offer the first day it was on the market. So it happened real quick, very close to the list price, sight unseen. We did everything virtually. Everything was going great. But then the lender checked verification of employment again. And unfortunately, the buyer was laid off. So, I'm learning along the way, it's another thing too. This is something that maybe before COVID wouldn't have been found, a lender wouldn't have checked into things like this. So, it might be something to look a little deeper into. And also I would encourage folks to look into backup offers, because even if it's listed as a backup, I wouldn't steer away from that. You still might have a good chance in today's market.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Joe, with the backup offers, because if that first deal, if they haven't seen it at all, if they're up north and then they put it under contract and they come down here and they're like, actually, and they're still in that inspection period, they can just leave it and then it's up again. But if you have that backup contract already in place, then you can turn out the winner in the situation.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Thanks, Joe. What about you, Kimberly? How are things for you?
Wonderful. I did have to say, I thought I would add to the inventory challenge. There's a couple of 55 plus communities that there were a lot of listings kind of sitting, hanging out in there. And I can figure it out because it's different than the rest of the market. Well, guess what? There was like 10 or 12 in there. Boom, now there's 2. So I think the snowbirds are getting ready to come down, and I've had calls from Colorado and New York. And so, yeah, it's a little crazy. Yes. But thank you.
A little crazy. Yeah, to say the least, right? I love that. Thanks, Kimberly. What about you, Laura? What are you seeing?
Well, pretty much everything everyone else has said. Obviously, the market is on fire right now. There's a lot of activity going on. I know with us, we have more sales all condensed in this time period, this past few months, than we've had all year. It's been a very busy season. Home sales are up 24% in Martin County and Lucie County around here. But pretty much that's about it. It's just a very busy, hot market right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm
I
excited.
don't have much more to say.
I'm excited to see how things will develop as well with the seasons, because normally this is a very slow season as people adjust back to school and such like that with the snowbirds, and usually like September and October are very slow, and it's not slow as we've talked about. So I'm very interested to see how in the coming years, especially with like COVID and how it's affecting our market, and just how jobs are changing with people being able to work remotely now. They don't have to live in the big cities. I'm really interested to see how that shifts the Florida market of what our seasons are going to look like with these snowbirds and just in general. So if anybody has any input on that, if they want to, yeah, go ahead, Katie.
I just had one more thing to add real quickly, with how the real estate market has changed from COVID specifically. That's where this conversation started many months ago, and our predictions to the future. I didn't hear anybody talk about it, but I think that it's very important not only to talk about that our market is on fire, but the ripple effect from that. So we are seeing tighter restrictions from COVID, specifically tighter restrictions on lending. Though the money is cheap, it's a little harder to get. So the best of the best buyers are in the market right now because they are well qualified. With a caveat, most of them are. The lending environment is so oversaturated with work that things are taking much longer to get done. We have appraisals, inspections, the underwriters just getting a simple closing disclosure 3 days before a closing, which is mandated, is taking longer than expected. So I just want to make that point to set the expectation for not only the buyer, but also the sellers, that things are taking longer. We're working as fast as we can, but we need other people to do their jobs too, and they're on backlog. There was one other point I wanted to make. It lost me, but I'll try to toss it in there in a few minutes.
Yeah, no, that's great. And that actually, that's going to be our topic this Thursday for Thursday's Top Tips in Real Estate, is healthy expectations in the market. So if you guys want more information on like those healthy expectations, Thursday's Top Tips in Real Estate at 2 p.m.
I think it's super important for us all to be having this conversation with buyers and sellers to set those expectations, not only, just buyers, but sellers too.
Expectations.
And those backup offers. Absolutely. Line up those backup offers, put the seller in the best position possible, always.
Yeah, definitely. I always put it in backup. Another thing too, as a listing agent, I'm finding that I'm taking more on myself to actually do some of the legwork. So as a listing agent, reach out to the lender, talk to the buyer's lender, do some more legwork, vet them a little better, a little more intense, because you're right. I mean, Katie, there's a lot, they're overwhelmed. So, it is on us to do a little bit more work.
I just remembered Florida Realtors this morning had an article out explaining, basically that we need to set the expectations and here's what's happening. And then there was an article in that same email. There was a series of articles, what's happening right now for delays, and a seller's not obligated to allow for extensions. So that puts the buyer in a bad position, especially if they have a backup offer. So we absolutely have to be talking to the lenders and making sure that we have a really good idea of what is actually going to happen on that timeline and prepare in advance for it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No, and it's crazy because it makes even more of a difference. We've had discussions about this in the past on Market Update Monday and Thursday Top Tips about using local lenders too. Because, whenever I'm talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah, we have, refi or whatever it might be. And I'm like, okay, are they local? Like, can we actually get a hold of them? Like, do they care about their reputation, or are they in the middle of nowhere in the US somewhere and they don't care? They're a few hours behind. They don't care that we're 2 hours ahead of them and they do things on their own time, whatever it might be. And they don't care about that communication, and that just having that open communication, especially with a lender who really controls the deal. Like, they control if there's a lender involved. I mean, obviously if it's cash, but if there's a lender involved in the process, like, there's timelines that have to be met, and if they don't meet those timelines, then it goes out the door. Exactly. It's having a good lender on your side is so important. A communicative one that's going to be open and honest with you and not BS you, not tell you one thing and then it means 12 other things.
And shout out for your YouTube page. For Arrow Title Services, we had a fantastic conversation about human versus the machine in all things real estate. So go back and check out Human versus the Machine on the Arrow Title Services YouTube page.
Yes, yes. Thanks, Katie. That was one of our Thursday's top tips topics. Just a great topic to have, and just being aware of like where you are, because it's very, very, very easy. We all understand you can go online and you can find all this information and it's very easy, but go get the information and then bring it to someone local. You know, that's the process. You can look it up, you can take the time, but just bring it local. And that's good just overall in general too. Economy and everything. Does anyone have any last minute words to say about the market before we get into the fun part, the listings? Well, it's all fun, but no? All right. So the second portion of this is the listing presentations that these realtors have. So we get to kind of get a feel of what's on the market right now, what it's looking like, what the prices are looking like. And it's always my favorite part because I love seeing houses, whether I can afford them or not. So Stacy, you're up first. I'm going to go ahead and highlight your video and you can share your screen and or whatever you're going to do. And what you got for us?
So share my screen. Share. All right, so this is my new listing in Palm City. Wait, where's the play button? Hold on. Gotta play it. Okay, there we go. So this is my newest listing in Palm City. It is 2077 Olympic Club Drive. This is located in Charter Club. This is a gated community. They do have all the amenities in there. You have pool, tennis, security, yard maintenance. All of that is covered with your maintenance fee. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It has the master suite on the bottom floor. There are, sorry. They are a nice galley kitchen with a soft close cabinetry, travertine flooring all throughout the living spaces. There's on the left right there, there's a little guest bath right when you walk in the door. So this is 1751 square feet under air. It has a huge back patio on the exterior. That's the whole width of the house, and it's about 20 feet deep. So it is a huge selling factor of this house. We did an open house over the weekend, but it was pretty rainy, as we all know, so I didn't get too much traffic. But if you have any buyers or anyone that wants to come see this, give me a call and we can arrange a showing for you. Stacy Kartner, Greenergy Realty.
Perfect. Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Beautiful home. All righty. All right. So next we have Megan. So I'll go ahead and spotlight your video, Megan.
Okay. Okay, you guys see it now? This is at 55 and older community. This is at 519 Northwest Portofino Lane in Kings Isle. So it's out in St. Lucie West. And if you're not familiar with this community, this is a fantastic 55 and older community. Low HOA fees, it's $264 a month. They have over 40 different clubs. So this is a really fun, active community, nice pool. They've got pickleball and tennis, horseshoes, what else? Just everything that you can imagine. Even with COVID, they were coming up with ideas of doing outdoor movie theater and concerts and stuff on the lawn. So just a really fun community to be part of. This is a 3-bedroom, but as you can see, one of the bedrooms they have converted into an office. So 2 bedrooms and a den, or 3 bedrooms if you need. And it comes fully furnished. So if you know anyone that's looking for a nice winter place, all the furniture, pots, pans, everything that you can imagine in this house, on a nice little quiet cul-de-sac listed for $219, and wood floors throughout. They also have a brand new AC they just put in this past year. So lots of upgrades, a little cozy eat-in area in the kitchen, a large living room area. And then they also have a nice deck out back that has air conditioning in it, but also has the screens. So you can use it in the summer if you want, or just open up the windows and the screens in the winter time. So nice little feature. So Megan Schoner with Kai's 772-828-1086 if you want to see this house before it's gone.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. I love that they were looking into doing an outdoors theater. That sounds cool.
I know, it's a really cute little community. I mean, they have tons and tons of stuff for everybody, so.
Yeah, sounds like a good community. I love the little communities that really do that to connect their people. So,
Yep.
especially for the elderly, they need.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Next up is Katie.
Katie Bourgeois with the Bourgeois Real Estate Group. Can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So 516 California Avenue in downtown Stewart. Lesson learned here. Tighter restrictions on the buyer's financing. So this was under contract and it is back on the market. That other buyer may come back once they can figure out their situation. In the meantime, we got to get this property sold. So this is 516 California Avenue near downtown Stewart. This is your second chance to jump in on this beautiful Key West style custom townhome right in the heart of historic downtown Stewart. Everything is newly renovated, stainless steel appliances, crown molding, tiled granite countertops, super awesome. Oh man, I lost my, oh well, I had a video to show you. The super lush landscaping. There's a really cool outdoor area that you can see on the bottom left here. This is Al Beltran's listing. You can reach him directly or call our office 772-444-6989 to see this property. It is by appointment only, and we will accompany to make sure you get in and you know all about the property and all it has to offer. This also not only is a 3-bedroom, 2.5, or excuse me, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath condo, plus an apartment in the back over the garage, a 2-car garage. So this is just a really cool attached condo, townhome in downtown Stewart. Asking price $549. Again, 772-444-6989. Bourgeois Real Estate Group. Al Beltran is the direct contact at 516 Southwest California Avenue. Again, back on the market. Unfortunately, the buyers that we had under contract, great buyers. Unfortunately, their lender is tightening up on them a little bit, so they need to wait, unfortunately, a couple of months. And, you know, for the seller, that isn't always the best strategy. So we're going to go ahead and try and find another buyer for this listing. And, you know, that apartment in the back is actually, you can use it as income property, whether you rent it annually or Airbnb it. There are no restrictions, there's no HOA in this downtown portion of downtown Stewart, right by the water, near downtown Stewart's amenities, attractions, the docks, the restaurants, the Vine and Barley, one of my favorite spots. So thank you again, Lucy, for hosting every week and allowing us this platform to share our listings. We so appreciate it. Absolutely.
No, and that's a beautiful listing. I know that's one of the houses that I've always admired when you were sharing it before.
we're getting a lot of showings over the weekend, so we're excited that we can get the seller in a good position once again with not only a contract but also a backup contract.
Yep, exactly. Well, I'm sure it'll be gone soon. It's a really great spot that is in too. It's really cool. All right, so we've got Joe up next.
Sorry for the delay.
Okay.
Let me put my screen share on. So I'll just use realtor.com because most of my clients are using that now anyway. I've got 8184 Southeast Carlton Street, and this home is currently listed as a backup, surprise, and it will be back on the market on Wednesday. So, you know, the area, it doesn't take long to sell. This one went pretty quick. There's nothing else for sale in the area. It's the old Gomez Hope Sound area. If you're familiar with Hope Sound, it's I don't know. It's got a character to it. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1180 square feet, 339,000. And if you have any questions, let me know.
So, it is a very quaint piece of town, I will say. Down in Hope Sound, but it's nice. It's nice down there. Thanks. All right. So then next we got Kimberly.
Okay, can you see this?
No, you
Yeah.
haven't shared it yet.
I thought I did. Okay.
So there's like 2 buttons. You have to click share and then share again. There you go.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Okay. So I have, this is a 221 villa. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a 1-car garage. It's got washer dryer. The villa is located in River Green Villas in Port St. Lucie. It's just a cute little place. It's 1,041 square foot. The air conditioner is 2016. The roof is 2005. It has some impact windows. It's just adorable, and it's got a screen porch. It's got a great community. River Green Villas, they have, their community center and their pool, shuffleboard and all the little fun stuff. It's not 5 and older. So this would be great for snowbirds or for whoever. Plus, you can rent it right away. And you can't have that. So anyway, my name is Kimberly Gorman. I'm with Keller Williams Realty, Treasure Coast, and my phone number is 772-284-5728. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kimberly. Sucks about the pets, but good about you can rent it right away. Love that. All right, next is Laura. So Laura, go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. Did it wrong. Hold on. Share. And did I do it?
Yep.
Okay. I can't hear you. So, but you all can see me and hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, you're on delay, so sorry, Lucy. Okay, this is my new listing. It's in Veranda Gardens in Port St. Lucie. It's a beautiful home. It's 2-bedroom, but a very spacious home at 1,443 square feet. It's a good. It's got a beautiful lake view with a fountain. It's got a 12-foot kitchen island, upgraded cabinets, 42-inch tall cabinets, under counter lighting. I mean, the kitchen is at the top. They did everything with the kitchen, all the upgrades you can do. Upgraded Italian floor tiling, porcelain tiling on the floors and a diagonal. It's just a beautiful, beautiful home. For the size, it's very spacious inside, very well laid out. Lots of storage. The air conditioning unit is even in the garage in its own closet, so it gives you that much more room inside. Just you gotta come see it. The community is great. It has all the amenities. Very low HOA fee. It's only $234 a month for this house. It's got a beautiful pool, a beautiful weight room, bocce ball, top of the line tennis courts, a dog park, a child's playground. It's got everything, and it's a really well-maintained community, and that's really it. Come see it. It's beautiful. It's priced at $294,900. And that's it. So I'm with Laura Trombetta with New Wave Realty, and it's 862-266-1955 if you want to give me a call to take a look at this home. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. Now, do I have to take this down or do you?
I got it. It's already
You got
down.
Okay.
All right. Those are some beautiful homes, guys. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I always love to see the different houses that we have all along the Treasure Coast that you guys always share with us every week. I do want to go into the announcements section. If you guys have any announcements, open houses coming soon, you guys can use this section to utilize that. And I do want to remind the people who are watching live, if you guys missed the houses that we talked about or the amazing conversation we had in the beginning of this video, make sure that you guys go ahead and watch the replay, whether it be on here on Facebook, or you can always go to our YouTube channel, watch previous weeks, listen to the beginning of COVID when we first started this Market Update Monday and like what we predicted and how it's like turned out. It's kind of crazy. Like these local professionals really know what's kind of going on and they have a feel. Like obviously we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we have a feel, and it's cool to just see like how it's developed and go from there. So you guys can always watch the replays on our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services. So with further ado, go ahead with the announcements. Stacy, do you have anything?
Sure, I can announce something. Well, I am always at Home Create Homes. I am one of their new build construction representatives. So you can see me there on Fridays and Sundays, but I will be doing an open house on my listing at 2077 or 2077 Olympic Club Drive in Charter Club. If it's still available, October 17th from noon to 3. No guarantees it will still be available. So if you want to come see it before October 17th, please.
Smart. Love it, Stacy. Thanks. What about you, Megan? Anything on your end?
I do have a coming soon. I don't have a price on it, but it'll be in Jensen Beach. It is in this kind of the Rio area, but it's just right off the river. So it's not in a gated community, and the house does have access to a boat ramp. There's like 30 houses in the little community, and there's a master bedroom upstairs, then a main living room area downstairs, and then they have a full finished like a basement actually that can be used as a mother-in-law suite, all redone. So that will be coming probably the middle to end of October. We're just waiting on the appraisal because it was kind of an unusual property. So
interesting. Yeah, I know, with the basement, Florida.
but it's all like, the gray colors and, white cabinets, gray and walls and everything's been redone. So, and it has a swim spa. So all kinds of neat stuff. So I'll share that with you guys as soon as that one's ready to go in a couple of weeks.
Very exciting. I love coming soon because then it makes them come back to watch this again and hear all the amazing information. And I'm like, now you guys got to wait.
Yeah.
What about you, Katie?
Hey, Katie Bourgeois with the Bourgeois Real Estate Group. So a couple of announcements. Our most recent listing in, talking about the market and sellers, Mazzalunas in Port St. Lucie went under contract in 4 hours, sight unseen, over asking price. So
crazy.
That's what we're working with. Multiple offers on everything. I believe there were a number of offers. So of course, got a position with that backup offer. We are hosting open houses in the coming weeks, and the next one is at 215 Flagler Avenue in Stewart, number 401. Jennifer Romero's condo there on the ocean. Her listing asking $247,500. And if you don't know, my buddy KC Daniel at Associate Auctions is actually hosting a live auction on a property on Sunset Trail. And so I'm sure he wouldn't mind me giving out the information, the deets, at 1610 Sunset Trail. And I actually sold that house back in 2015. So he's going to be doing a live auction. It's an absolute auction. You can call him for more details, but it is 1610 Southwest Sunset Trail in Palm City. So there's no real price on it. It's, it's cash in hand. Gotta stick with, get with KC. He does have flyers and there's a website and everything about the terms and condition for an auction. So shout out to Associate Auctions. KC's getting those properties sold by auction, which is cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool with the whole live system and everything that can do nowadays, even with, I think it's cool how much technology has helped our market, I think. Joe, what about you? Anything new that you want to announce?
Sure. I've been working with the builder at the new Seawalk community in Ocean Breeze. Anyone familiar with the area?
Yeah.
Nice city. So this is right next to downtown Jensen Beach. It's very close to the water, very close to the shops, restaurant, everything. Right now, they have lots of incentives going on, and especially on the move-in ready homes. I'm here Monday through Thursday, but you can call me for details. My phone number is 772-999-1979. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe. What about you, Kimberly? Any announcements? Anything fun coming up?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I have two. I have a listing coming up this week. It's in Martin's Crossing. It's a townhome. We haven't priced it just yet, but it's really awesome. It's got a little fence, a little screen porch, and it backs up to the preserve, so it's really awesome. My big announcement, our 14th annual purse auction for Women's Council Realtors, Stewart Martin County. We started our silent auction online on October 8th. We have over 40 purses. And then we'll have our live auction. Katie.
Oh, that's cute. I want that.
Hey, I'm coming to get that. On October 15th, we'll be live 3 to 5. We'll be broadcasting from Elliott Museum, but most everybody will join us via Zoom. And then we'll have an app that everybody will bid through. And I think it's going to be so much fun. We tried it out last week and we had a blast. So I hope everybody go to wcrmartin.com and sign up. It's free to sign up. All you got to do is come and bring your money. Oh, and Friends in Pink. We are benefiting Friends in Pink. We every year we have one specific purse that will be auctioned off, and that money will go directly to them. Plus, we have some change jars sprinkled throughout the community for people to donate. So we're having a blast with it, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome. And I'm the president of the Women's Council, Stewart, Martin County. Kimberly Gorman. Thank you.
Awesome, Kimberly. It is going to be a great event. I've been helping out with that, and I really think it's going to really come together. So if you guys have any purses, I know, Joe, you've got a lot, if you have any purses you want to donate, or, just being a part of the event, again, it's free to register, and you can even see the details on the Aero Title Services page. If you're already on here watching this live, just scroll a little bit further. You can see the purse auction information. All right, what about you, Laura? Do you have anything for us? Any announcements coming up that you want to share?
I just want to say my new listing, we do have an open house coming up this Sunday, which is, I believe, October 11th, and it's from 11 a.m. to 1. So if you have someone who's looking for a beautiful home in a new community without having to wait for the house to be built, because it's not an old home, it's impeccable inside, it's brand new, should be very good at this beautiful home, just please stop on by. That'll be this Sunday, October 11 to 1.
Perfect. Thank you, Laura. All right, guys. So we've concluded this Market Update Monday for this week. Great information all around. Thank you guys so much for joining every week. If you guys are watching this live, you can always watch the replay, Arrow's Title Services, on our Facebook or in our YouTube channel. But we look forward to seeing you guys next week and hearing what new properties I might have in the market then, hear what's going to change in the next week with the market. We don't know. But it's always a fun time. It's always great to hear from local professionals, and make sure that if you guys have any questions about anything that you heard today, you can reach out to any of these amazing local professionals and they will be happy to help you. So their information is in the detailed description of this video. So check them out. They're awesome. If anything, just go and like their Facebook page because they're cool. Okay? Because they're on my video. That's why. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week. Market Update Monday, every Monday at 2 p.m. Have a great Monday and rest of your week.
Bye. Thank you, Lucy.
Bye.